Good morning. It is the 20th day of Flossmas. Still no snow. Very windy. But it's nice and bright outside. And looks like it's going to be a good day. I have some packages arriving today, so looks like I'll be getting some more Christmas wrapping done. More prepping for Christmas. I hope everyone's having a good one, and I'll check in with you in a little bit. Okay, this is the piece that I picked to start today. And it's about 8 o'clock in the evening now, and I'm only just getting a chance to sit down with this. So I thought it would be nice for us to go through and pick the colors together that I'm going to use for it. This is the Time for All Seasons series number 12, Christmas Eve, by Cottage Garden Samplings. Allie did this piece last year and I really liked it. When she was done with it, she gave me the chart. I am going to substitute a few things on this. So to start off with, it has some Gentle Art Simply Shaker sampler threads listed. I'm not going to use those. I don't have them in my stash. I am going to substitute a couple of different colors. I also don't really like this bright gold beard that Santa has going on. I think I'm going to I think I'm going to change that up to something more traditional, whites and grays. The gold that's used here is really quite yellow, and I think I want something a little more tonal or a little deeper in color than the brightness of this yellow. So we'll see. So this is the fabric I'm going to use to start off with. This is just a piece of 28 count linen that I had left over in my stash from something else. You can see where I cut a piece off there before, but there's plenty here for me to do this chart with. I've got a little flash drop to put my colors on. I think for the red for this chart, I'm going to use this one that I got from Bryn and Nettle while I was at Stitch North. It's a 6-strand cotton floss, and it's called Sweeter After the Frost. It is a variegated color, but it's subtly variegated. I think that's what I'm going to use for the red. I like the deepness of that color, so that's nice. And I think for the gold, because I don't really like this bright yellow, I think I'm going to go with DMC 676. I think that looks nice with that particular red I have there. I think that'll stand out plenty. And for the green, for the rest of them, I thought I would just go through and pick out the DMC colors and see whether or not I like them and what I'm going to swap them out for. Okay, so I went and pulled a bunch of the colors that it calls for on the back of the chart. The bayberry green is what's supposed to be used in his garments and the green leaf in here. And I don't have that, first of all, in my stash. It says to substitute it with 501, which is this color. But I kind of like the brighter green of 367 against that red than this one. So I think I'm going to use that color for the green. I think that's what I'm going to go with. So that's 367. Then, of course, black. There's always black in it. It also calls for 221, which is Rose Garden. It's supposed to be Rose Garden, or you could use 221. And that is for the actual poinsettia and his garment, like his jacket and hat. But that's what I'm going to use the Brennan Nettle for. So I won't be using this one because it's a poor substitute anyway, in my opinion. All right, so 169, that was called for in the blue of his jacket. Got that. As I said, I'm going to use the 676 for the deer and around the poinsettia because I like that color better, and I think it goes nice with this green and that red. So we're going to keep that. What else? The actual sack that Santa's carrying, that is stitched with 37.90 is what they said you could use. Thought I just had that in my hands a minute ago. 37.90. Bear with me, I may have left it out in the room. 1 minute. Okay, there we go. That's 37.90. That's for Santa's sack. I think it'll show up well on this fabric, and I like the look of it against these colors. So far, so good. The white, it calls for 38.65. You can use that, which I think will show up nice on this as well. So that's fine. Then when we're talking about his beard, bear with me, it calls for these three colors for his beard. Can you see those? A bright yellow and these greeny toned goldy colors. So I'm thinking instead of that, I'm going to try and use the same tones, but I'm going to use probably the white with the mid color would be that one for a gray. And then the darker gray would be this one. So I think those are the three colors I want to use in his beard. I think I would use the white where the lightest yellow is. And then the other colors are just background colors. 3031 is used to outline, I believe, yep, to outline the sack. That's pretty straightforward. They have a color 6, which I don't have in my stash, and I know that's a newer color, but it's this creamy beigey kind of color here in the sack. I'll just substitute something else for that. That's no big deal. I just don't have it here unless I go with something I already have, like an 842 maybe. Because if this is the sack color, that would go nice against it for this outline of these leaves here. because they're a different color. They're almost like similar to the background color of the material, or similar to his flesh color actually on his face. So I might use that. What they're using for his flesh tone on his face, what is that? 3864. I could just use that as well. Although this is a little lighter. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. There you go. Okay. So I think that's pretty much the colors. Also, there's a 928 that's used a little bit of a blue. What is that used in? 928 is used, in these little bits in between his garment he's wearing. So if his garment is this green color though, can I use that with that? Because they had it as that and that. Good question. I might do his garment in a different color from the leaves. I might keep the leaves this brighter color and change his garment. Leave his garment as that color. Okay, we'll see how that goes. All right, let me get this all on floss bobbins and we'll have a look at it. Okay, so it is time for bed, and this is how far I got. I got all my threads picked. They're all on this cute charm ring. I made the ring smaller. This charm came with a great big huge ring, but there's only a few threads for this, so didn't need that, of course. That's all the colors I've decided to go with. I'm changing his beard to a gray and white. So that's those colors you see in there. That's the gold color I'm going with, the green, the red. Yeah, I think it's going to look pretty good. And that's how much stitching I managed to get done before I'm going to bed. And again, there is the piece. And I've been looking forward to starting this one, so I think I'm going to enjoy a couple of days stitching on this for sure. Hope everyone had a great day, and I'll catch you tomorrow.